Morning, folks. We just starting out on this beautiful Wednesday morning. It's like 63 degrees out. If you can see behind me over here, I don't know what your eyes are looking at, but just got over here to CarMax. Going to be loading this 10 car load real quick this morning. I just gave them all the information. Now I'm just waiting for them to start bringing them out. She said it'll probably be about 20 minutes before they get them all out here. So the plan is to throw 10 units on and head on down to Bristol, get those delivered today, and be able to tomorrow run and either, like I said before, like I said in the last video, either grab a load out of Nashville back over to East Tennessee to throw another 1,800 bucks on, or get down to West Point and grab a load out of there, preloading for next week, because like I've said in the last video, this is a short week for me. This is part two on what this week is going to bring. So far we're at like 3,500 on the week. This is a $2,900 load going back south. We'll be up over $6,000 when we get this one delivered, which is thumbs up. That means I made at least $1,500 on the week, and that's my bare minimum goal. Period. So I normally don't make that unless it's a real bad week. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for them to get the cars out here. I'm going to set a camera up right there. So hopefully you guys can see the whole process of loading 10 units. And we'll go over it when I'm done. And I will see y'all in just a couple minutes. All right, we just finished uploading here in Akron. Nice little CarMax. I will say these guys are absolutely awesome here. Got the cars out pretty quick and no real hassle at all, which is a little different than normal. There are some of these CarMaxes that are a bit of a pain to get in and out of, but this one's pretty easy. I will say I pulled in here. Pulled in this driveway, but then I realized I was going to have to make a U-turn to come back out. And because I don't want to hit these two cars together, I ended up just looping around, pulling back out and backing in. So if you ever come to this CarMax in Akron, go ahead, pull in this driveway, go around, and then park this way, because then it's just a quick, almost straight shot back out. But got this loaded up where I think it's just shy of 2,900 bucks, like 2,890 or something like that. So pretty decent load for 400 miles. I'll have this delivered tonight. But as you can tell, we put the MX-5 up top, Honda Civic, and the Clubman over the top of the Avenger. All of this is real easy. This one, I selected this one for that spot, and the HRV or whatever it is, this real small Honda for that spot, simply because it allows me to take this deck and bring it in closer, getting me more turning room, and that one parking there allows me to suck this car back in a lot farther, again, building turning room. But other than that, I just lowered it all down. Actually, my two highest units, I'm at 13.6 right on the button on the roof line there. And same thing on the Telluride on the back. But other than that, it's a fairly easy load. Your basic 9-car load back here. Only difference is this deck is normally going to be sitting about here. And if I did that, these bumpers would be into each other. But you can tell I got tons and tons and tons of space. And if I really wanted to, I could even build more by raising the back end of this one up much higher. I got a lot of room there. And I could I could build even more space, but there's no real reason to go out of my way to do that when this will be perfectly fine. You can see this over the hood, lots of space there, plenty to get by. And this back here, plenty of space between the back windows. And obviously, normally when I run the Kias, I'm much closer here, so even more space there. So just a very simple, easy load. I haven't said this in a while, but guys, if you run in 10, make sure you pin your decks from going up. If you don't do that, the deck will actually rise and you will drop the front of this car onto the roof of this, and onto the hood of this one, or the back of this car will rise into that deck on number 1. Let's not make those mistakes. Let's deliver things safely. I'm going to get rolling here, try to make some miles today, and get down to Bristol, get delivered. I will see y'all down there. Alright, so we just made it up here, or down here to Bristol, Tennessee. We are here at the CarMax to offload. Made it down here pretty quick, but we are running short on time today. I'm trying to get up to Nashville tonight because I got a load of Acadias going down to 6 Rent-A-Car down in Atlanta. So we're going to try to get those delivered tomorrow, get reloaded out of West Point, and then make it back home tomorrow evening, which I highly doubt is going to happen. But if not, we're going to try to get as far back up towards Tennessee as we can. That way Friday morning we can make it back in and make it in time for the rehearsal dinner Friday evening. So again, you guys saw what the load was. We are going to drop this quick. I'm going to set up the camera and let you guys watch this thing get offloaded, and we'll try to hustle. We'll try to get up to Nashville as quick as we can. So let's get going. Alright, so we just got up here to 6 Rent-A-Car again this week. We're going to be dropping all these off, but I have to be quick. So I'll explain what's been going on between yesterday and today in just a minute. I'm going to get these off real quick, and I will see you guys in a second. Alrighty, finally got a second where I can actually talk to you guys. So what happened yesterday was the fact that we ran out of time. I loaded that load for 6 Rent-A-Car, and that was supposed to be a quick load. And usually when I go up to Spring Hill, it doesn't take very long. But two of the cars were in completely different parking lots, which is no biggie. They helped me with those, got them quick. One of my cars ended up being lost, and we spent over an hour trying to find it. Come to find out, they actually had more cars that they could have put on the load, which is kind of annoying that make me stick around looking for that car when you had another car going to the same dealership. Could have given me that in the beginning, and then or then they could have gone out and found the car themselves. So that kind of burnt me a little bit with that. But what ended up happening was I have to deliver those cars before 4 o'clock down in Atlanta. Because of that, I didn't get down there until about 6:45, and originally the place told me that they weren't going to take them until this morning, and I asked very nicely, explaining the fact that it was kind of a favor load because it doesn't pay very well. So it's kind of a favor load to just get it down there. Not something I really wanted to do, and I had a wedding that I have to be at tomorrow. I had to get home early today in order to make my delivery, or in order to make it there for the rehearsal dinner tonight. So they ended up letting me offload the cars, and they signed for them, which is really cool. I told them they didn't have to sign for them. I didn't care. I could have STI'd them. They could deal with that the next day. But, sorry, a bug just flew on my leg. But they ended up sticking around. Well, it took me 15 minutes or so to offload, so they signed for that quick, got me on my way. I got over to Kia to load all of these up. Just a nice little 10-car load going up to actually the exact same two dealerships I was at earlier this week. Bluefield, West Virginia, and Mount Hope. So we'll be delivering those Sunday. Because next week's an early week for me again. So I'm going to leave out on Sunday so I can get my full work weekend and try to make up some money. But they ended up letting me, or I ended up getting these things loaded up quick in the morning, or I ended up getting these things loaded up quick last night and got over here to the hotel about, I think it was right around midnight itself, and now we're heading back home. So all in all, it actually ended up being a pretty good week. We did the $2,100 load. I'm just averaging these numbers out there, plus or minus $50. But $2,100 load going north. It was supposed to be a 10-car load, and I ended up having that one with the scratch. So it ended up becoming a 9-car load. So it's $2,100 going to these exact same two dealerships, Bluefield and Mount Hope. Then we got the back haul down to Bristol. That was $2,800. So then this week ended up turning out to be a little better than I expected. We had a $1,400 load going down to Atlanta that we did on Monday. Delivered that, reloaded up to Mount Hope. That 10-car load ended up becoming a 9-car load to these same two dealerships, Mount Hope and Bluefield, or Blue Ridge. So that ended up becoming a $2,100 load. So right there is going to be $3,500. Got our back haul, which is a $2,800 load down to CarMax. So that's $3,555 plus $6,300 right there with those three loads. Hauled that $1,400 load down yesterday, so that's $6,800, $7,800, $8,200 on the week. So not actually that bad of a week for how short this week is going to be. I think I'm going to be leaving a little over 30 hours of drive time, so an entire extra turn. So this could have very easily been a $10,000 week. Things ended up going together really well, and I didn't expect them to, but that's exactly what ended up happening, which is cool. So we're going to turn around and get this back home and go to that wedding. See you guys on Sunday. I'm going to try to get this thing edited up and probably drop it Saturday morning. So, guys, have a good weekend when you get to it. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And remember why we get this weekend. Remember those that gave their life for the freedoms we have. And Yeah, let's have a good Memorial Day weekend, guys, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.